Lakers News Today. Welcome to the Lakers News Fan Portal, your ultimate source for everything purple and gold. Today, we're diving deep into some intriguing free agency buzz that could significantly impact the Lakers roster for the upcoming season. We're talking about a familiar face, a dominant force on the boards, and a player who could provide some much-needed depth in the paint, Andre Drummond. For weeks, the Lakers front office has been meticulously evaluating options to bolster the squad, particularly in the front court. While Anthony Davis is a generational talent, the need for a reliable veteran big man to complement him and handle the grind of an 82-game season, plus a deep playoff run, is paramount. This is where Andre Drummond enters the conversation. Drummond, a seasoned veteran with multiple All-Star selections and rebounding titles under his belt, is currently a free agent. His availability presents an interesting opportunity for the Lakers. Imagine the impact of having a player of his caliber coming off the bench, or even starting in certain matchups, to gobble up rebounds and provide a strong defensive presence in the paint. This would allow AD to operate with more freedom, potentially shifting to his preferred power forward spot, which could unlock even more offensive prowess. The Lakers have always thrived with strong interior play, and Drummond fits that mold perfectly. His ability to control the glass, both offensively and defensively, could lead to more second-chance points and limit opponents' possessions. In a league increasingly focused on three-point shooting, having a traditional big man who can dominate inside is still a valuable asset. Think about the physical toll of a long season. Having a player like Drummond to absorb minutes and battle in the paint would be a huge advantage, keeping AD fresh for critical moments. Furthermore, Drummond's experience in the league, including past stints with competitive teams, makes him an ideal candidate for a Lakers squad with championship aspirations. He understands the demands of playing at the highest level and could provide valuable leadership in the locker room. His presence would also allow the coaching staff more flexibility in their rotations, adapting to different opponent matchups and game situations. Of course, any potential signing comes with its considerations. The financial aspect will be key, as the Lakers will need to manage their cap space wisely. However, if Drummond is willing to sign for a reasonable contract, perhaps a veteran minimum or a mid-level exception, it could be a steal for the team. His fit within the offensive system would also be crucial, but his primary role would likely revolve around rebounding, rim protection, and setting screens, which are all areas where he excels. The possibility of Andre Drummond returning to the Lakers, even for a brief period, is exciting. It signals the team's commitment to addressing specific needs and building a roster capable of contending for another championship. His skill set aligns well with what the Lakers need, a strong, physical presence who can make an immediate impact. Man, I gotta say, the thought of Andre Drummond potentially coming back to the Lakers, even as a free agent on a friendly deal, just gets me hyped. You know, we've seen what he can do, and honestly, a big dude like him, who just lives in the paint and eats rebounds for breakfast, is exactly what we need. It's not about him being the main guy, not at all. It's about that depth, that grit, that pure physical presence that can just wear down other teams. Think about it. AD is amazing. He's our superstar, no doubt. But the man takes a beating in there. Every night, he's battling against the biggest guys, getting bumped, getting bruised. If we can get a guy like Drummond, who's a legitimate force on the boards, to take some of that load off, it's a game changer. It means AD can play more at the four, where he's arguably even more dominant, and he can save his energy for the crucial moments in the fourth quarter and, more importantly, for the playoffs. We saw how important that was when we won the bubble championship, having those big bodies to throw at opponents. And let's be real, Drummond is a rebounding machine. He's led the league in rebounding multiple times for a reason. Imagine the second-chance opportunities he'd create for our offense, just by being relentless on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions are gold, especially in tight games. And on the defensive end, he's a solid rim protector. He might not be blocking every shot, but his sheer size and presence deter drives and force tougher shots. That's invaluable. Plus, he's a veteran. He's been around the block, played in big games, knows what it takes. He's not going to be overwhelmed by the bright lights of LA. He's a professional, and he understands his role. Sometimes, you just need a guy who knows how to do the dirty work, who's willing to set screens, roll hard, and just be a physical presence. Drummond brings that in spades. I know some folks might look at his past and have some reservations, but I think for the right price, and in the right role, he could be an absolute steal for us. It's not about him being a primary scorer. It's about him doing what he does best: rebounding, defending the paint, and being a physical force. That's a role he can excel in, and it's a role that directly addresses a need for our team. This move, if it happens, would show that the front office is serious about building a complete roster. It's not just about star power. It's about having the right pieces around our stars to maximize their effectiveness and ensure we can withstand the rigors of a long season. A guy like Drummond adds a layer of toughness and depth that every championship contender needs. I'm all for it. Let's get this done and bring another strong big man to the purple and gold. Go Lakers! We'll be keeping a close eye on this situation as free agency unfolds. Make sure to stay tuned to the Lakers News Fan Portal for all the latest updates, breaking news, and in-depth analysis. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update on your favorite team. Go Lakers!